morning, everyone. It's 6:33. We left the marina at 6:26. I didn't film it all this morning. I got up and spent some time in the engine room checking everything. Pods look okay. No oil leaks. Everything seems normal in there. So we are hoping for a normal day today. Getting down to, well, it won't be totally normal, but that's fine. As long as we can go 9 miles an hour and down. We're getting to the Demopolis lock this morning. Demopolis Yacht Basin, fabulous marina. Best so far. Sorry about last night's video. For some reason, the last minute of my video where I showed you what was on the docks got corrupted. And after I upload the video, I delete the stuff off my phone and my computer so I can save room, because I don't have a lot of memory on either of them. And all these videos I found about 6 days ago. It wouldn't allow me on my computer or phone to take any more videos because I ran out of memory. So now I have to delete everything. I do back up the actual videos on an external hard drive, but not all of the video clips. So sorry about that corrupted last minute on yesterday's video, but Demopolis Yacht Basin was by far the best we've seen so far. Beautiful boats in there too. So, all right. Well, we're gonna get through this first lock. We've got 98 miles to do today, or more. If we've got 12 and a half to 13 hours of daylight, and so we're gonna see how much time we make and if we can get past Bobby's Fishcamp. It's a couple of docks on the river, I guess, but it is a stop halfway between here and Mobile. If we can get beyond that and get through the last lock of the river system, we will have no more locks to the Gulf of Mexico, and that'll make tomorrow's trip, which is about a 50% chance of rain, feasible for us to get to Mobile and not have to worry about it, because we cannot go fast. So we'll try to do that. And anything else, Heather?
No, nothing else.
Is today going to be a better day?
Sure. Yes, it's going to be a better day.
We didn't fight this morning.
No, we did not fight. I think we're too tired to fight.
We didn't fight. We are tired. The only thing up on the top, the only upside yesterday was I did come out ahead in cribbage.
I just did that on purpose to get you out of your funk.
I did have a 28-point hand.
Well, you videotaped that.
3 5s and a king in my hand, and Heather cut the last 5. That's only happened to me twice, yesterday included, in my entire life. Second highest hand you can get in cribbage. So that was pretty exciting.
Yeah, I don't think it can get any better than that, though. Like, I don't think cribbage-wise,
no,
in one hand, you're going to get any better.
No. That was actually the highlight of yesterday. And that the boat wasn't taking on water. That was a highlight too. So, all right, well, we're going to let you go, and we get it ready for a lock and dam. We'll try to film a little bit more later. Bye. So Heather's in the way, but it's all right. Walk on up. Yeah. So Demopolis, coming out of the lock and dam, has waterfall. Yeah, I see it. There's a waterfalls. That is so cool. Never seen that at a lock and dam before. From the dam, there's waterfalls. Well, we made it through the Demopolis lock and dam. It was a very slow lock. I don't know what the deal was, but it took us about 25 minutes. 7:30 now, and we are 95 miles down to Bobby's Fishcamp or beyond, depending on how much speed we are getting a little kick from the current 9.4. Those are running 1720 and 680. Pressures are all normal. But so the river is glass calm this morning. Glass, literally glass calm. It looks like a mirror. That's how it was yesterday morning. So I feel a little paranoid, watching the water very closely, seeing anything in the water. Not that we would do much damage at 9 miles an hour, but we're getting a nice half a mile an hour current, which down here is a lot. It's not like the upper river systems. There's very little current on the Tombigbee, which surprised me. I don't know if it's because they haven't had much rain down here and there's not much water flowing, but the lock and dams aren't putting a lot of water through. So yeah. So anyway, we're averaging right now between 9.4 and 9.5. If we can keep that up, that would be great. That'll give us a little bit extra distance. You know, we could 10 hours to Bobby's Fishcamp at this speed, and we've got 12 hours of daylight today from right now. We've got till about 7:30 tonight. So if we can get through the Coffeyville lock, that'll be the last lock to Mobile, and that'll set us up tomorrow to try to get into Mobile. So we'll see how it goes. I'll update you more later, but we'll talk to you later. Bye. So one interesting bit of trivia that we learned last night when we were fueling up our boat, we filled up at the Demopolis fuel dock, and they also fuel barges there, towboats. And I was asking the fuel attendant, the guy that runs the place, how much fuel do these barges take on? He goes, well, the most I've ever pumped and put into a barge is 38,000 gallons. He goes, one interesting thing though is he did get a chance to see what the one company's monthly fuel bill was. $1 short of $1 million. $999,999 worth of fuel in 1 month. Holy crap. That's a lot of fuel.
So when he says one company, does that mean one tow?
No. Well, no. I would think most companies have more than just one tow. So.
That's a lot.
It's a lot. Well, it's 9 o'clock. Been on the river for about 2.5 hours. We're just crossing 18 miles. We are getting 9.3 miles an hour, but we spent a half hour in the lock, so that lock was really slow. So there's no making up any speed today.
Nope.
It is what it is. I'll show you a little bit of the river. It's more river. It's the same. So
it's all the same.
It's all the same. But it is pretty down here. So we'll show it to you. It is nice. Pretty narrow, about 400 feet wide, but 400 or 500 feet. Not getting too much of a river push. You know, we're going about 9.1, 9.2 right now. I'm just hoping that we can keep a little bit of a current behind us to push us down a little bit faster, but we'll see. All right, more later. Oh, we got some turkeys on shore. Sorry about that.
You should go hunting and then we could have a turkey dinner.
We could have a turkey dinner. Turkeys on shore. All right, well, it's about 10 o'clock in the morning, and we are continuing on. The 10 Tom gets crazy loopy down here. They could just make a cut right there. It'd save us a mile. So just keep going along. I can tell you we are getting further south, though. The types of trees are really changing down here from what we saw up north. Just a different look and a different feel. So Well, it's about 11 o'clock, and we saw our first
gator.
Saw our first alligator. So that was kind of cool. River hasn't changed much, but we are in gator country. So if we anchor out, there won't be any going in the water for us. That's for damn sure.
I'm not even going on the swim platform.
You have to.
I'm not going on the swim platform.
They
You don't
can't,
have to.
they're not going to jump up. They're not going to jump up and attack you on the swim platform. Oh my God. Really are worried about the swim platform?
Yeah, I'm not walking out. There's no reason to walk out there if we're anchoring, and I'm not going out there. I'll walk on the top of the boat, but not on a swim platform.
Oh my God. Slow, methodical, winding river.
Hey, I just thought,
What'd you think?
if we're going this speed, could we hit an alligator? Or would it swim fast? Can it swim fast enough?
It'll swim fast away from us. But I'm not worried about hitting an alligator. Flesh is soft. Chew an alligator up if we hit an alligator. I'm more worried about hitting some more submerged logs. So, all right, well, 11 o'clock, we've gone probably about 38 miles. We've got under 60 to go. By the mile markers, we're 58 to go, so we'll see. Should be getting into Bobby's Fishcamp about 5:30, and then we've got a tough decision. Do we get through the last lock and try to find an anchorage below it, or do we stay at Bobby's Fishcamp and get up early and do that? But then there's a real good chance we won't make Mobile.
We're not making the Mobile on Thursday if we stay at Bobby's.
Yeah. So we've got to make some decisions coming up. So, all right, time for lunch.
There's nothing to update.
There's lots of things to update. Cribbage.
16 to 11, Bob, I think. We're gonna start the score over. It's going back to.
That's what we do. When I get too far ahead on the score, we restart the score. What else do we got to update? What was the excitement?
A wasp.
The wasp. And what did you try to do to the wasp?
Kill it.
That's what you call that?
Well,
What you did?
It was coming after me. I couldn't run. I was sitting behind this table.
It was not coming after you. It was just flying in your area. So Heather thinks it's a good idea to take a fly swatter and swat at a wasp
I'm gonna use my hand.
in the air while it's right in front of her in a closed cockpit.
It was, well,
It's going to sting one of the two of us. And if it
what's
stings
not gonna
me,
sting me?
I'm going to lose my shit. It wasn't going to sting. It was going to sting one of the two of us.
It wasn't me. It's gonna be you.
And if it stung me, I was going to lose my shit. I'm trying to drive. I'm stressed out looking for logs. And you're swatting at a wasp. And you're like, watch the water.
Well, you're worried about what
I know I'm worried about what you're doing. You're swatting at a wasp.
Well, concentrate on what you need to do.
And if I get stung, then what do we do?
You weren't going to get stung. Trust me. Did you get stung?
Did you have mental telepathy with that? No, because I yelled at you to not swat the wasp. Just let it fly out.
Well, it did fly out, and then it found a home back here for quite a while.
She's never been stung by a wasp. I have been stung by a wasp in the head.
That was a hornet.
No, that was a big black wasp. It was a wasp nest. We are I don't know what mile marker we're on. We've got 4 hours left. 36 miles to go. 4 hours.
I think we're stopping at Bobby's.
We're gonna stop at Bobby's Fishcamp. They have fuel. and electricity. We've closed up the interior. We've got
Because of the wasps.
and we've got the generator running because it's 90 degrees and feels like what, 100 and something.
I don't know.
And there is a 9-mile-an-hour breeze that's going with us, pushing us along, and we're going 9.3. So there's no air at all. We're literally sitting here in pools of sweat. We were. Not anymore. Couldn't handle it. So, yeah, that's kind of the update. The river has not changed. The river looks the same. Sorry about that. The river looks the same. It's hundreds of miles of this. So, anything else, Heather?
No. I'm still looking out for alligators.
We did? Well, we told you we already saw one alligator. I'm looking for logs. Heather's looking for alligators. Because I am a little paranoid right now still about the logs. Because I'm paranoid, I'm running my sonar with the hopes that this X represents the center of the boat where the sonar is. This represents the front of the boat and the back of the boat. What I don't know is how far in front of the boat it can see. Because if you look at this depth and you look at that depth, the depth here corresponds to the X. This depth corresponds to the leading edge. But I have no idea how far in front of me it'll see. I'm just hoping for the hope that it'll see some big blob and that would be a log. Yeah. So.
Well, it's kind of funny that you're doing that now when I mentioned that earlier today. About the sonar. Like now you keep it on after I mentioned something?
Well, I kept it on all day yesterday after we hit the log. I had it on one screen all day yesterday. Well, after we hit the log. But you did ask that question. I just don't know. I know it sees in front of us a little bit, but I don't know if it sees just to the ground. You know, the angle is from the bottom of the boat and it just angles down like that. And so anything floating in the water, we're not going to see. That's what I don't know. I suppose I should know my electronics a little bit better, but sonar confuses me. So that's why I never became a submariner. All right, we'll talk more later. Okay, so I've got to have a little rant here. I have never been on a river that takes 90-degree right turns left and right, left and right. I don't think this is a man-made river, but we are traveling an additional 20 miles of shit. And we could have gone from a straight line to there to there. But no, we've got right angle turns, right angle turns, right angle turns. What river makes right angle turns? We've been screwing around on this thing and we're only halfway through it. Shit. All right. We're less than a mile from Bobby's Fishcamp.
Yay!
Just around the bend.
And it's 5:08.
5:08. So we should be there about 5:15. 15 minutes earlier than we thought. Boat ran pretty good today. No real issues. So, knock on wood, we have no issues tomorrow. We'll see how far we get tomorrow. We're going to spend the night at Bobby's Fishcamp. I'll show you that when we get there. Hopefully the video won't corrupt. And then we're going to get up really early tomorrow morning, about 5 o'clock. Get everything ready to go. Call the lock that's about 3 miles from here. Get through the last lock to the Gulf. And then, even right before first light, with our lights and there's enough ambient light, we should be able to get through by about 5:30, 5:45 at the latest. And then that'll give us a good 13-hour boating day. Sunsets here at 7:10. Usable light probably till about 7:30. So 13 hours at 9 15 miles an hour, you know, gives us 117 miles of usable range, and that's if we don't get a little kick from the river. So
okay, so sunset not 7:10, 7:04. I just had to say that. And yeah, off to some better things, more important things. Cribbage. We zeroed it out. I am 1-0, and I had what, a 23-point hand? Yeah.
how many points? How many points did you win by?
1.
1 point.
But I still won.
And she had a 23-point hand. She won by 1 point. So, all right, we'll show you. I'll show you Bobby's fish camp as we pull up, but then we won't be able to show it until after we get docked. But I can see it off to my front, and pretty exciting. All right, talk later.
Bye.
Okay, final approach. Heather's getting our bumpers set, and there is Bobby's fish camp. All right, that's about all I can film now. I gotta concentrate. So this is Bobby's Fish Camp, named after Bobby, obviously, but his name was Bobby Dahlberg, and this is an alligator gar caught on the Tombigbee River, about 3 miles south of here by the Lock and Dam, and it weighed 137 pounds. It was caught by the owner, who passed away, of Bobby's Fish Camp. But that is a 137 pound alligator gar. It's about probably 7 feet long. Unbelievable. But just tons of memorabilia. They closed the restaurant in March. The restaurant's no longer serving food, so it's kind of a historical remembrance of Bobby Wahlberg and everything that he's done. So this is Bobby's Fish Camp. Pool table, gas dock. What a fascinating place. So we're just getting all checked in. We took 57 gallons of fuel today, so not too bad. All right. So that is where the flood was this spring in 2020. That's Bobby's Fish Camp, and it goes, that's the boat down there. It's gotta be 25 feet up. Unbelievable. Yeah, this whole thing was flooded. So, heading on back to the boat. We're checked in for the evening, paid for our fuel, and gonna make some dinner. Ouch, getting bit up by bugs. All right, what do you think, Mom?
It's a cute little place.
Yeah.
She's very, very nice.
Very friendly. What's her name? Oh, I don't remember. I didn't hear her name. I thought Heather did, but it's L. Oh, we'll call her Lori. But that was Bobby's daughter.
Yeah.
So they own the fish camp now.
And he passed away 10 years ago.
Yeah. And so they just, and like I said earlier, they just closed the restaurant. We
64 years.
That's a stray dog. She said we can take that dog, but he's very skittish. We don't want a dog.
All right, just wanted to say, hey, it was nice talking to you, Spence. Nice calling, thank you. And sorry, Ash, that we had no signal. Okay, what are you doing with the camera?
The dog's following you.
Doggy likes me.
Yeah, dog wants to come with us. All right, well, I'm gonna wrap this up. We gotta do a video tonight, and bye guys. See you. This was day what?
21.
Day 21. Tomorrow is day 22, and we should be very, very close to the Gulf tomorrow. So, all right, have a good night, everyone.